Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back with another episode. In today's episode, which is episode number 4, we are going to be setting up our applied energistic system. Now, we only have 208,000 EMC. Once we get this applied energistic system, that's when we're going to start focusing on automating EMC. And to be able to do that today, we need to craft all of these different things, which first thing being is the controller. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get some silicone, which you get silicone by taking Certus quartz dust and throwing it in the furnace, which that is going to produce it. And it's not EMCable, unfortunately. But then if we put this in a inscriber with a silicone press, like so, then this should begin to work. It's not going to be very fast right now, but that's fine. We're going to make a few of those because we need 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're gonna need 16 in total, I believe. So, but then we also are going to need a few diamonds. We'll make 5 diamond. We're also gonna need some gold, which will make 6 gold. And we're also gonna need some Certus, which will make 8 of those. We got 11 in there now, so we're just waiting for this to continue smelting. Then we can start working on some of the other crafts. So we're going to need these panels, which are super easy. It just takes glass, which it takes Certus quartz glass, so we need Certus quartz dust. So let's create some glass. Probably gonna need more of that, so we honestly should just create all of this as much as we can. Okay, we got 48. And it takes redstone, glowstone, and iron. So iron, redstone, glowstone. And so now we should be able to create these luminescent panels. Nice. So those are out of there. Now we only need 4 more of those. So that can go up there for now. And now we also need to start smelting up some skystone, which I believe it takes, yeah. Which, how do you create this? If you smelt it, so we will smelt up 32 of that. 16 of those are done, so now we can take this circuit out, and we can put in the logic, which is gold. So we'll need gold circuits. Or printed. We need gold printed. We only need 4 of these because we're only going to do 1. So now we need the flux, which we don't need a lot of it. We just need 4 pieces for this portion. We need the diamond printed, which is going to take redstone. So we might as well have the redstone handy. We also grab our engineering press because this should be done. Throw our diamonds in, and that'll start making the engineering press. And so now we have silicone redstone, so this will make the logic press completely. Wait for these to complete. So we have these done. We have the diamonds one done. We have the silicone done. And we're going to need to make a few of these, a few of those. We're going to need to make an ME drive. And so what we'll do real quick is we will turn these 3 or these 5 into printed silicones. We'll sleep while that's processing. While that's processing, we can also make our combustion generator, which is redstone, copper, and pistons. We need piston, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 or is it 2? It's 2. Coal. We need 4 coal blocks. And then we need redstone, 1, 2, and then copper ingot, 1, And we should be able to craft another combustion, which we'll use this one to power our ME system. So now that those are done, we can take this stuff out and we can throw in our next press, which is our calculation press, and get those going. And now we should be able to craft our controller, just like so. It's a big portion already out of the way. We should also be able to craft, we're gonna need some dust. How do you get Certus quartz? Dust. Or flux dust. Flux dust. Fluix. Dust. By putting it in an exscriber or crusher or a mill. So what we can do is we can just toss a few of these in there because we need to be able to make these, we need dust. We're also going to need a few more of these. Scrap those out and throw 6 of those in there. Crafting panel is going to take a calculation press. So we have all of our presses handy. The next one we'll make is our logic presses, which we can make 6 of those, and then we should be able to make our other presses shortly after, which this is done. So like I can actually throw that back in there. Those are EMCable. The dust isn't EMCable, which is a little upsetting. But now that that's done, we can throw those in there, which, yes, those take a logic processor. So we have this, we have this. Now, what we need to make is, we do need to make some fiber, which is very simple, which is just glass and Certus quartz. We don't need a whole lot of this. That'll do fine. And we do this like, come on. Boom, and that makes us that. So now we have those 2 done. So now we have the cables. We're gonna need some more fluix. Grab our logic processors, we'll throw those in. Now we have our logic processors. So now we can go ahead and create an annihilation core. Right here, so annihilation core. We need, what is that called? Nether. So now we need our nether quartz right here. We got 2 of those. We can make our formation core, which is 2 of those, made just like that. So those are out of the way. We made the calculation, we made the logic. So to make the crafting terminal, we need the ME terminal, which we can make one of those. Then to make a crafting terminal, it is a calculation, which we can throw our silicone back in there. Silicone press. Silicone press. Because we're probably going to need more of that. So to make that, we need a crafting table. So let's grab 4 crafting table or 4 pieces of planks, and then we can make the crafting terminal. So that's done. So we have our ME controller, crafting terminal, and then a combustion. And so now we need to make the ME drive, which we can make that. So that's done. And now it's onto the storage, which to make the 1K is just Certus quartz. So we can grab some Certus quartz, like so. And we can craft some 1Ks. We craft 3 1Ks, which is fine for right now. And we should be able to craft all 3 of those into that. So now what we can do, like I said, this is going to be beginner storage. It'll be moved eventually. And I'll honestly place the power right there. Ooh, that has to be connected. So that's not going to work. But what will work is doing something along these lines like that. And now all I gotta do is put some coal in there. I should kick that on. Yep, just like that. That should be connected, so we can toss those in there. We can grab these 2 things, and which what I think I can do. I can't. Okay. What we can do is we can pull it off to the side like this, And now we can toss all of this stuff in here. And we have our ME system set up and ready to go. Take this also, because we're not going to need that right there. Could we place that? We can place that right there, so that's handy. Boom, we can toss all of this in our inventory. We can make this bigger because I do like the bigger version. And now the only thing left to do is to fill these up with 10. So right now we have 3 of them, which it's already starting to get maxed out a little bit. This isn't automated by any means, but we should have no issue getting 10 of those, especially with EMC. Because what we can do is we take a Philosopher's Stone, $49 of those, which is 50,000 EMC, bumps us back up a little bit. Now, to make this, we just need logic processors, so we need some gold, which we might have gold already. We have gold nuggets. How do you make gold? Oh, iron turns into gold. Okay, so let's just take 15 gold, toss that in there. We can take these out. We need our logic press. We have 11 of these. So what we can do is we can toss our logic press in there, because we only need 7 actually right now, and we need redstone. Like so, just toss that in there. And we should be able to make the rest of our casings and then have a fully functioning setup right there. And we can figure out what we're going to do next. While we wait though, we did go to the nether, so we can claim this, which gave us netherite scrap, which isn't EMCable. Would have been very nice if it was EMCable. So now we can cook these up just like that. Store this, store that, and then toss that in there. Starting to run a little low on EMC, but that's okay. That's okay. Because next we can go ahead and dive into storage. What do we get from that? We got an ender tank for Ars Nouveau, or is that just, it's just an ender tank in general. That's nice. We don't need them right now at this current moment, but that's nice to have. And then doesn't go any further than that right now, so that's okay. We can go to Project E. We made the repairs talisman, which gave us some string. And then we don't have flight, but it shouldn't be too hard to get flight. Actually, we need quite a bit of dark matter, which we can do to energize our condenser if we wanted to. Which shouldn't be too hard to craft. Now we got those. We can toss these in there and then make these. Made 5. What are we missing? Redstone. Throw redstone in there. 7 of those. We need more iron. Shouldn't be an issue though. We have iron right there. Throw iron in there, and then we should have all 7 of these, or all 10 of these filled up now, and so we should have no issue with space for the time being. Next thing we can create is this energy condenser. possibly, we had to make an alchemist chest, which takes 1 diamond, 2 stone, and 1 of each of those. So 1 diamond, stone, and then it's that stuff called dust. Yes. So we need 1, 2, 3, and we have chest in here. We can make a chest though. We go planks, like so. We need iron. Come on, iron. We can sleep real quick. We just need our sleeping bag. Now we're just waiting on some iron. Boom, there we go. This will make us our first one. Boom, that's alchemy chest, which we can then claim. Oh, we can't claim anything off that one. So this one doesn't take any iron, it just takes 4 diamonds, which is hurting a little bit. Obsidian. Okay, and then we can craft this like that. And now we made the alchemist chest, which if I'm not mistaken, oh, we got string again. So this is worse. Ooh, actually, let's even see this. So I believe with this, so what we can do is say we took some cobblestone, throw that in there, and we take a ender pearl, let's say a diamond, put that up there. It'll take all that out until it can make a diamond, which a diamond is quite a bit. It's 8,000. So let's take this, throw that in there. It'll craft 3 diamonds. Now if we put these back in there, boom. So we can use this and say we take ender pearl. Actually, no, we can just take a diamond. Oh, actually, no, because this will not work. I lied. Not for what we were just trying to do. It'll come in handy in the future. Don't worry, it will. But as of right now, we can start working on a automation. So what we do need to do is we need a crafter. Just a basic tier 1 crafter, which is super easy to make. Just take some lapis. Right, some lapis. Oh, blue dye, which comes from lapis. So some blue dye, some gold nuggets, and 4 iron. Grab some iron, some gold nuggets, which should be in there. So now we should be able to craft this, just like that. And then a crafter, we need some sticks, like so. Tier 1 crafter. From RF tools, we need to craft 2 of those. We need to craft 2 of these. And boom, we have our tier 1 crafter, which I believe does have to be powered. But what we can do is we can have this. So this does have to be powered. Okay. So we'll actually put this up top. We'll make a combustion real quick. Combustion generator, which we are missing the 4 coal blocks and the redstone. Like that, so we should be able to craft that. Oh, and pistons. So be able to craft that. And if we grab a stack of coal, I know we're running short. And we need our philosopher's stone. And what we need to do is we can power this crafted like so. And then we also are going to need a barrel upgrade. So I believe if we take this, we can make this into a redstone, like so. Boom, we have a sophisticated barrel. And then now what we can do is we can make a sophisticated storage. We can make it a hopper, advanced hopper upgrade. Make one of those. Make a hopper. Make the regular one. Now we just need the diamond and gold. So we need a diamond. Oof. Gold. And the dropper. Do we have dropper? And we should be able to make this advanced hopper upgrade like so. So now if we put this down, put the advanced hopper upgrade in and have it push, pull, top pull, push down to the bottom, we should have it be able to push to the top. So we'll bring that in, which we can filter it. So actually we only want it to push iron. We don't want it to put allow. We want it to push iron, but we don't want it to push anything else. And we're going to make a recipe. So recipe 1 is just going to be glitchy. Okay. And then apply, but this right here. There we go. And hit apply like that. And now those should be going in there. And all we have to do is take these out. And now that'll be automated to where now this will go in here. And now we have some more of that. Some more EMC. And it's somewhat automated to where now this will always be creating ender pearls whenever there's 4 iron in here, which can take some time, but what we could also do is we could have it we could have a pipe pulling out to the poppies or the ender pearls, but because this only holds a certain amount. So, but we'll worry about that in the future. For right now, that's automatically creating the ender pearls for us, which is nice, which will help with our EMC gain. And that's our first EMC automation. Try to think of the next step I would want to take. So right here, we did finish a quality of life, RF tools. And we also finished a barrel. Gives us a diamond upgrade, which we'll just use on this barrel because why not? Also gave us a crafting upgrade in some templates, which is nice, but I'm not too worried about that. And so we do just need to generate some more EMC because right now we are greatly slacking, and I think the best way for us to do so would be to make some more iron villagers. And we have the lava to do so. So we're just going to take this over to here. Just killed this Enderman and look what I found in here. Got some music discs, magnet helmet, and 7 diamonds, which just helped boost us back up to where we needed to be. That is amazing. Because this is just pumping away right now. We added about 7 more, I believe. We're just waiting for the villagers now. So this will just be going on by itself. I think we only need 2 more villagers and the thing's fully maxed out when it comes to what we have set up, which is nice. So we're just waiting for those to come out now. But that'll probably wrap it up for this episode. If you guys are interested in the series or do you like the series and want to play along, just let me know down below. I would love to hear from you guys and hear your ideas. If you guys have any cool EMC farms that you guys heard of or seen, let me know. Hope you guys have a great day. I can't wait to see you in the next one.